Welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is piles. So this is also called as the swollen hemorrhoids. So in this particular condition, the person will have difficulty in passing the stool because of the swollen veins or tissues in the area of the anus. So there are a lot of issues coming up due to this piles. So let me give you a insight on this particular issue. So this is basically due to the swelling or the swollen tissues and veins which are there in the area of your anus. Okay, in the area of the anus or the anal canal, this swelling happens, because of which it will be very difficult to pass the stool. So this will lead to a lot of issues, and it can lead to inflammation also, and this will lead to clumping and other issues also. And not only that, it will also lead to passage of blood sometimes, because these veins which are there within the tissues can burst, and that can lead to blood flow. As you're passing your stool, you will be passing even blood. So that is the most difficult part of this, and there is a lot of pain that was happening during this situation. So let me give you more details on that. So people were telling that this is with age it happens, and later stages of your age like 40, 45, 50, people are facing these issues. But now we have seen that this piles is seen even in teenagers, like kids with age of 15, 16, 20 also are facing this situation. And one reason for this might be your weaker veins. So in case of your veins are weak in nature, there's a chance of rupture happening here, and researchers are trying to find the link between the weak veins or varicose veins to the hemorrhoids. So this can happen in any age. So yes, piles can be very, very painful, and it might be difficult for you to even sit properly because of the pain in that area. And this can happen, and it can trigger even more when you're passing your stool. So it might be very difficult to pass the stool. And in most of the cases, people try to take medications like painkillers or analgesics, so basically to reduce the pain. So this might be given by the doctors. So this is imaged to just show you how a hemorrhoid or hemorrhoid looks like. So this, if the hemorrhoid is in the internal area, they are called as internal hemorrhoids. But if these are in the exposed area outside, then they will be called as external hemorrhoids. So in this way, you can classify them into internal hemorrhoids and external hemorrhoids. So the internal hemorrhoids, as I told you, it will be located within the rectum, and you can't feel it because it will be inside. You will not be able to feel it, but you will get to know only by your symptoms. That is, when you're passing your stool, you will have difficulties, and you can see the blood flow will be there during this passing of stool. That is when you get to know that you're suffering from internal hemorrhoids or internal piles. Coming to external hemorrhoids, these are, in this case, the hemorrhoids are present outside, and in this particular case, the pain is even more. So it hurts even more, and the bleeding is even more. So these are few images to show you again the internal hemorrhoids and external hemorrhoids. And again, there are different stages of these hemorrhoids, like you have the class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. You can call it as degree 1, degree 2, degree 3, degree 4 also. So you can see the severity of these hemorrhoids will increase as you move from first level to the fourth level. So this part of the image shows you the first degree hemorrhoids, and this shows you the second degree hemorrhoids. So you can see the positioning and the size of these hemorrhoids are going on increasing. And in the third stage, you can see it's still big and it is protruding outside. And in the fourth stage, it comes completely outside, and it may not be easily put inside. So in this case, the severity is even more. So they are called as the different grades of piles. Okay, so from grade 1 to grade 4. So grade 1, the severity might be not that much. There might be small inflammation within, but you may not get to know it that much. But as you move ahead to the grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, the severity is definitely going to increase, and it becomes very difficult for you to pass the stool. So in this case, in grade 3 and grade 4, you may even have need to have a operation done, then some kind of surgery done, so that these kind of hemorrhoids can be treated. And in case of grade 3, the individual might feel that it is hanging from the rectum. These hemorrhoids are hanging, but it can be easily reinserted. Just you touch it, it goes inside. But in grade 4, even if you touch it, it doesn't enter inside. remains outside as a protruding structure. So coming to who are more prone to this situation, so this can be genetic also. So that means you can get it from your parents, and it happens in most of the cases when you do not have proper fiber in your diet, and due to constipation issues, this can lead to piles. It can also happen because of poor bathroom habits, like sitting for too long in the bathroom. So that also can lead to issue because you will be putting a lot of pressure on the veins in that area, and that can lead to this kind of situations. Apart from that, excessive coughing, sneezing, again because of the pressure there, and even sitting for too long or standing for too long also can become an issue. So you need to have some modifications in your lifestyles. Don't sit continuously. After half an hour, just move around and come back and sit. So in this way, you can try to reduce the pressure in that area. And excessive straining, rubbing or cleaning also can become an issue. And if you are obese also, that might be an issue. So in this way, there are various reasons for piles to happen. So you need to check on your reason and see how you can come out from that situation. So when there is constipation, definitely your stool will be very hard. It will be difficult to pass. And as the hard stool is passing through that area, there's a chance that the area gets ruptured, or something of friction can happen in that area, which can lead to swollen hemorrhoids. So coming to the symptoms of this particular problem, as I told you, bleeding is one major issue. So you can see the blood along with the stool that is coming out, and there will be a lot of pain during this situation, and it might be even difficult for you to pass your stool. So you can just imagine when you're not able to pass the stool for even a day, how much difficulty we will face. But here, it might be a continuous situation for them, and that might lead to a difficult situation. And there are other symptoms also, like you can have a lump near the anus, you can have itching sensation, you can have mucus discharges. So all other issues are there, and even sitting for long can be difficult for them. So coming to the diagnosis for this particular thing, usually a doctor will do a visual rectal examination. So this is how they examine the area. To check if there are any hemorrhoids internally, because initially when it is internal hemorrhoids, you may not get to know very easily. So by a visual examination, a doctor might check it, or he might go for other techniques also. There is a technique called as sigmoidoscopy. So using this technique, a small optical fiber is used, which is inserted into the area, and then using a camera, you can try to diagnose it. So you can see how the imaging is done. And by checking this imaging, you can find out if hemorrhoids are there inside. So in this way, the internal hemorrhoids, if present at the initial stage itself, it can be analyzed. And that once you analyze it, definitely the treatment can be suggested. So coming to the complications that can happen because of piles. So you can see that there will be bleeding and pain. Too much pain is there during bowel movements. This can even lead to anemia in some of the people because of the excessive bleeding that is happening. But it is a rare situation. It usually doesn't lead to anemia. But a few cases are there where people have become anemic also because of this situation. And it can lead to several infections also because your body is getting exposed. So there is a chance of infections. There is a chance of itchiness. And certain times, if the blood supply is not proper, if the blood supply is cut out in the internal hemorrhoids, it can even lead to gangrene. So when you talk about the treatment or surgery for this particular situation, the cost for this surgery can vary from 60,000 to 1.5 lakhs, depending upon where you're doing this particular operation. So it varies again based on whether it is an internal hemorrhoid or an external hemorrhoid, and based on the grade, as I told you, whether it is in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, or grade 4. So if you are in the initial stage, that is grade 1 and grade 2, that is the internal hemorrhoid, some treatment like medicines and planned diet can help you in coming out from this situation. But in case it is grade 3 and grade 4, which are little serious conditions compared to grade 1 and grade 2, you may have to go for surgical interventions. So these are the treatment options that are available. So when you have an external hemorrhoid, doctors might suggest you for the removal of hemorrhoids. So they can do it using even infrared photo and laser, by electrical coagulation. So there are different options that are available. So in this electrical coagulation, they try to burn the tissues which are affected by piles. That is the swollen hemorrhoids. The tissues are burnt in that particular area. So once they burn the tissue, the size of the tissue reduces. And once definitely the size of the tissue reduces, the passage of stool becomes easier. So having a little bit of lifestyle modifications, exercising to little extent can reduce the symptoms of piles. So brisk walking, deep breathing exercises, aerobic, stretching exercises, all these can help you in releasing the stress and the pressure in various areas, because of which you can come out from this situation. Coming to various treatment options, there is a treatment option called as sclerotherapy. So this is usually used in the case where you have first or second degree hemorrhoids. So in this case, they use certain chemical agents. So you can see they use 5% phenolin oil, vegetable oil, and quinine, and urea hydrochloride or hypertonic salt solution. So in this way, certain chemicals are used. They are injected into the hemorrhoid, and once they are injected, the size of the hemorrhoid decreases. So there is contraction that happens and the size reduces, because of which, again, the passing of stool becomes easier and the complications are reduced. But since it is a chemical treatment, some people may not be very comfortable to go for that technology. So there are other options also. So one more option is rubber band ligation. So this is a simple and quick and effective means of treatment. So in this case, what they do is they have a ligator which has something like a rubber band structure, and this ligator is inserted into the area of the hemorrhoid, and in particularly the internal hemorrhoid. And once it reaches the spot, the rubber band is released and it ties around the hemorrhoid. So once this is tied, there will be no further flow of blood and other molecules into the hemorrhoid. And since there is no supply of oxygen and other things, this tissue starts becoming smaller and smaller. And once this tissue becomes smaller, definitely passing of stools becomes easy, and the complications can be reduced. But you need to take certain precautions when you're going for this particular technique. That is, patients should stop taking anticoagulants. So you should not take any anticoagulants for 1 week before and 2 weeks after this treatment. So if this precaution is taken, this is a good option that people can go for. There's one more technique called as the infrared coagulation. So in this way, the infrared radiation will be used to coagulate the tissue. So you can see here how the radiations have been used. So it will try to vaporize or evaporate the water content present in the cell. So definitely we know when a cell has water, it is bulged. But when the water content of the cell is gone, the cell shrinks. So the same concept is used here. So it is used to shrink the hemorrhoids. And once it is shrinked, definitely you are a little bit safer from these situations. So in this way, this can also be a rapid technology, but it may not be very suitable when you are suffering from 3rd grade or 4th grade. But if you are having the internal hemorrhoids with grade 1 or grade 2, this can be a useful technique. So can this be prevented? Can piles be prevented? Definitely yes. So if you have food with very good fiber content, okay? So when you have food, you should need to have food with good fibers. You need to have enough water. So these are few precautions that you need to take so that your stool doesn't become hard. So once the stool becomes hard, all these issues can start. So stool softeners are also there. You can try to use stool softeners, and you can have enough liquids, as I told you. And one more precaution that I told you is do not sit for too long, because the pressure in the veins can lead to these issues. So in this way, you can try to prevent it by following the simple tips. So these can be some products which can be of help if you are suffering from these issues. So you can just have a look at it. So there is again one more product from the Munial clinic, that is Munipile. So this costs you around 235 rupees. So this can be used not only for piles. If you are suffering from fistula, hemorrhoids, that hemorrhoids is again piles. So based on the situation, there is one more situation called as fistula. Even for that, this particular medicine can be used. So basically, since it's the Ayurvedic product, as we know, it is all herbal. So it is a safe product which can be used for your treatment. So this medicine even helps in digestion. It improves your digestion naturally. So that is also a good point. So coming to a few takeaway messages, we have seen how these piles are developed. We have seen about what are the classifications of piles, what do you mean by internal piles, external piles, and the classification like your grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, and basically how diagnosis of this is very important at the early stage, and what all techniques can be used for diagnosis. And finally, we definitely know this is going to be a painful situation. So taking precautions so that you do not end up into this situation will be a best option for you. So please follow the tips and consult your doctor for better self-care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please press the bell icon for instant notifications and try to share this video with maximum people that you know, so that if anybody is suffering from this particular situation, they get some details on this, how they can go ahead, how they need to prevent this, how they need to manage this. So try to have as much as green leafy vegetables in your diet, so that in case you're suffering from this issue, you can try to combat it by lifestyle modifications and try to have enough water. So this can have a good impact and it can help you in reducing the complications of this particular disease. Thank you.